Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee and today I'll be teaching you how I made this beautiful high neck halter top. It was super easy and quick to make, and it really didn't take a lot of yarn. I only used about 2 balls of this Seagull yarn. It's a 4-ply, but I doubled it to get medium weight. I also used half of this. This was the leftover from my previous tutorial. So you're also going to need a 4mm hook, and then you'll need some pair of scissors. You'll need a tapestry needle to weave in your ends, and this is a tape measure. So yeah, that's all you're going to need, and we're going to start this top the same exact way, and then you'll have to adjust it according to how long you want it to go. So for all sizes, we're going to start it the same way. I made the small to medium size, so yeah, that's it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, guys, and that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to start off with my pink color, the hot pink. So you're going to make a ring. This is how I make mine, but feel free to make it in the easiest way you know how to. So you're going to insert your hook and pull the loop through like that, and then you're going to chain up 3, yarn over. In that ring you're going to make 2 double crochets. So the first chain we made is going to count as a double crochet, so it means we have 3 of them here. Then you're going to chain 2, yarn over, make 3 double crochets into the ring, chain 2, make 3 double crochets into the ring, and you're going to repeat this until you have 5 sets of the double crochets. Three, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I have my 5 sets of double crochets here. You can pull the strand to close the ring. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 sets of my double crochets. So you're going to end that first row with a chain 2, and then you're going to slip stitch on top of the chain 3 that you started with. So at the end of it, you're going to end up with 5 corners. The chain 2 spaces are the corners I'm talking about. So to start row 2, you're going to chain 3, turn your work, yarn over, and in that next chain 2 space, you're going to make 2 double crochets, chain 2, in that same space, make 3 more double crochets, chain 1, and into the next chain 2 space you're going to make 3 double crochets, chain 2, go back in that same space and make 3 more double crochets, chain 1, yarn over, and into the next space you're going to do the same thing we just did until you work into all the corners. make 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 more double crochets, all in that one space, then chain 1. We're now working into the last one, the last corner, so at the end of it you're going to chain 1 and slip stitch on top of the chain 3 that you started with, like that. So once you get to this point, we're going to make slip stitches until we get to the chain 2 space right here. So we are going to slip stitch on top of the next double crochet and slip stitch on top of the next double crochet, and now you're going to slip stitch in the chain 2 space like that, and then you're going to chain up 3 and turn your work, and you're now going to make 3 double crochets in that space, then chain 2 in that same space, make 3 more double crochets, at the end of it. That's what you should have. Then chain 1, and you're going to make 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space, chain 1, and you're going to make 3 double crochets into the next chain 2 space, make 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 more double crochets in that same space, and you're going to repeat that until you get to the end of the row. So we've chained 1 there, make 3 double crochets in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, and make 3 double crochets into the chain 2 space, chain 2, 3 more double crochets, all in that same space, and you're going to repeat that until you get to the end of our 3rd row. So at the end of our 3rd row, you're going to chain 1 and make a slip stitch on top of the 3rd chain, or you can as well go between the chain and the 1st double crochet and slip stitch, and then you're going to chain 1 and cut the yarn, because well, this is what you're going to have at the end of it. You're going to end up with a small hexagon, and you're going to make 3 more exactly the same way and the same size, just like mine here. So you're going to make 3 of them. I'll take the measurement of mine so you guys can know how long it is. So mine is 3.5 long, as you can see. So you're going to make 3 for yourself, and then actually you can pause this video and make those 2 more, and then get back to this video to complete our top. So we're now going to continue to create the body of our top. So once you get to this space, you're going to make slip stitches to get to this middle chain, this chain 2 space. So make your first slip stitch on top of the next double crochet. This is a little bit tight. So slip stitch until you get to the chain 2 space, like that. And then you're going to chain up 4 this time. Remember, we've been chaining 3 here, so this time we're going to chain 4. So you're going to chain 4, and then you're going to turn your work. So you'll turn your work, then yarn over, go into the next chain 1 space, and you're going to make 3 double crochets. Make 3 double crochets, then chain 1, yarn over, into the next chain 1 space, make 3 double crochets, chain 1, you're going to yarn over and make the 3 double crochets, chain 2, go back in that same space and make 3 more double crochets, like that, chain 1, and you're going to make 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space, chain 1, make 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space, chain 1, and into this next shell here we're not doing the same thing we did here, so we're going to do, it has to look the same as this one. So you're going to yarn over and place there only 1 double crochet. Okay, so now we're working from this corner to the other corner. We're not working on this other side, we're working on these 3 corners. So from here you're going to chain 4, turn your work, and you're going to skip this next space, yarn over and work and make 3 double crochets into the very next one. So you're going to skip these 3 double crochets, you're going to skip the chain 1 space and the next 3 double crochets and make 3 double crochets into the next, then chain 1 into the next space, you're going to make the 3 double crochets, chain 1, make 3 double crochets into the next chain 2 space, chain 2, 3 more double crochets, and that's what you'll keep doing every time you get to this point. You make 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets in the same space. Make 3 double crochets, chain 1, and then you're going to end the row with a double crochet into the next space, and at the end of it your work should be looking like this. So now I'm going to count this as our second row. Like, I'm no longer counting the 3 rows we made for these. So I'm counting that we have now made the 2 rows. So we're going to go to our 3rd row. I hope that didn't confuse you. Because now for the 3rd row, we're going to make something different. We're not going to do the same thing we did for those last 2 rows. So chain up 4 and then turn your work. So this time we're not going to skip this next space here. This is the chain 1 space. This time we're not skipping it. Remember, we've been skipping it for the last 2 rows, so this time we're not doing that. So you're going to yarn over and make 2 double crochets in that space. And you should end with something like that. Chain 1, skip the next 3 double crochets and make 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. Chain 1, skip the next 3 double crochets, make 3 double crochets in the chain 1 space. Chain 1. Now this is the corner. You're going to yarn over and make the 3 double crochets. Chain 2, go back in that same space and make 3 more double crochets. Then chain 1, skip the next 3 and make 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. Then chain 1, yarn over and make 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. Then chain 1, yarn over. This is the very last stitch here, so you're going to yarn over and end the row with 3 double crochets. I didn't use stitch markers here, but I would recommend that you get a stitch marker and mark that stitch so that you don't get confused. So now that we are done with that row, we're going to start our 4th row, I think. Yeah. So chain 4 and then yarn over. This time you're going to skip the next 3 double crochets and make 3 double crochets in the chain 1 space. Like that. Chain 1 in the next chain 1 space, make 3 double crochets. Chain 1 and into the next chain 1 space, make 3 double crochets. Chain 1, and this is the center or the corner, so we're making there 3 double crochets. Chain 2, 3 more double crochets in the same space. Chain 1 and into the next chain 1 space you're going to make 3 double crochets, then chain 1, and then you're going to end the row with a chain 1 and a double crochet on top of the chain 3. So you're going to yarn over and place there a double crochet like that. Just keep in mind that what you do at the beginning of the row, what you have at the beginning of the row is what you should have at the end of it. So because as you can see, on our previous row we ended with the 3 double crochets, and it's what we got here at the end of it. So we started with a chain here, so we had to end with a double crochet so that we can get this space for our increases. So for our next row, we're going to be repeating this row and this one. So like I said, guys, I'm no longer counting the small part we started with in rounds like this. I'll be counting the rows now, starting from where we started working on this point here. So this was the first, this is the second, so we're going to repeat the third row and the fourth one. So you're now going to chain up 4 and then turn your work, yarn over, and you're going to make 2 double crochets in that same space. So chain 1, skip the next 3 and make 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. Chain 1 and repeat. So once you get to the end, you're going to end the row with 3 double crochets. And then you're going to chain up to 4 and then turn your work, yarn over, and make 3 double crochets in the next chain 1 space. So basically it's what we have been doing, and your work should be looking like this. So as you go, it's going to keep expanding, like it's going to be becoming bigger and bigger. So you're going to continue with this pattern until this part is long enough to where you want your top to stop. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with mine. I still don't know how many rows I'm going to make. I'm going to continue with it with that same pattern until it's long enough to where I want it to stop, and then I'll get back and show you guys how to expand it a little bit more so that it can be tied at the back. So I'll be changing colors along the way. Yeah, so go ahead and complete that. I'll get back and show you how to do the rest. I'm back, and this is what I have now. So I added 2 rows of my turquoise color 2 times, and now I feel that for the size that I'm making, I want the top to stop at this point. So you may decide to have yours longer or shorter depending on what you want. So we are now going to work on this side, and then we'll get back to this other side so that we can have something more of a halter top, because right now you can't really get it that well. So what we're going to do is so I have 25 rows here, guys, in total. These are 25 rows. Let me take the measurement so we see how long it is. So it goes up to 16 inches. As you can see, it's 16 inches, which is 41 centimeters long. So we're now going to work to extend this part here, like I said, and I'm going to reattach my pink color. So grab your pink and make a knot. Then you're going to reattach it on top of the very last double crochet you made, and then pull through and chain 1 to secure the yarn. So from here you're going to chain up 4, yarn over, and you're going to make 2 double crochets in that very first space that you have. Make 2 double crochets, then chain 1, skip the next 3 and make 3 double crochets into the next space. So it's what we've been doing, and it's what you're going to do until you get to this point here, to the corner. So once you get to this point, you're not going to chain here, you're not going to chain anything. You're going to yarn over and go direct in the corner where we have been making 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets in the same space, and you're going to make there only 1 double crochet like that. And then you're going to chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to turn your work, because like I said, we are now working on this part, and then we get back to this other side once we're done with this one. So you're going to yarn over, skip this next space, and you're going to go direct into the next one and make 3 double crochets. Then chain 1, and repeat what we've been doing. The only difference is here at the corner now, that every time we get there we have to make only 1 double crochet so that we can keep that line straight. So at the end of the row, you're going to make 1 double crochet, then chain 4 and turn your work. So you're going to yarn over and you're going to make 3 double crochets. You're going to make 2 double crochets in this next space. Make 2 double crochets, then chain 1, and repeat what we've been doing until you get to this stitch next to the last. So I'm now working towards the end. So I'm ending my row with 3 double crochets, and then you're not chaining here, remember? Yarn over and go direct into the last space and place there a double crochet. So as you can see, we are having this edge here straight like this, and then we haven't changed anything on this other corner, so we're going to repeat that. So you're going to chain 4, turn your work, yarn over, skip the next space and the double crochets, and make 3 double crochets into the next. Chain 1 and repeat the same pattern, and then I'll meet you. You're going to end the row and then come back on this end. I'll show you one more time how to do it, and then we continue from there. So once you get to the end, you're not chaining. All you're going to do is yarn over and place a double crochet into that next space like that. And this is how we are having this line straight as we make more increases for this other side. So I'm going to go ahead and make this part. Well, you have to make it until you see that it's gonna be enough to tie at the back, because our top is going to be like this. So we have to keep increasing this until you see that it's gonna be enough to be pulled at the back and then tied. So I hope that's clear, guys. If you didn't understand it the first time, please always watch the video twice, at least if you feel like you are lost somewhere, because the second time you may be able to get it. But feel free to ask me any questions in the comment section below and I'll be able to answer you. So this is what I have, guys. I went ahead and added an extension of 16 rows coming from this point to this other side, and we are now going to work on this other side just the same way we did with this one. As you can see, I changed colors after 7 rows, and then I continued with my work and the same pattern. So now I wanted to make the last row with you guys because it's going to be slightly different. So we're now working on the last row. So what you're going to do is chain 4 and then turn your work. And what you'll do from here is yarn over, skip this first space here. You know, we have not been skipping it, so we are doing it for this last row. So skip the last space and make 3 double crochets into the next. Make 3 double crochets in that chain 1 space, chain 1, make 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space, chain 1, and do the same into the next, chain 1, so when you make this one, you're not going to chain, you yarn over and end the row with a double crochet, then chain 1 and cut the yarn. My yarn has a loop there. So this is how you're going to end the row. We did this so that we can have this as a straight line and not a slanting one. So now we're going to reattach our yarn here so that we can work on the opposite side. But we're going to do the same exact thing we did for this other side so that everything can be even, all look the same. So you're going to reattach your yarn you are going to reattach a yarn in this corner that we were working on here in the middle of our halter top. So reattach your yarn and chain 1 to secure it, and then chain 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, then yarn over skip the next 3 double crochets and make 3 double crochets into the chain 1 space. Chain 1, make 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space, chain 1, and repeat until you get to the end. Then chain 4 and turn your work. I'll meet you back at the end here. I'm now working towards the end. So you're going to make 3 double crochets into the next space. And then yarn over. And you're going to end the row here with a double crochet. And then you're going to chain 4 and turn your work. So turn your work and skip this first space here and go into the next one and make 3 double crochets. So yeah, that's the pattern. It's just the same thing we did on the other side. So you're going to go ahead and complete it. As you can see, it's already turning out straight, just like how we want it. So go ahead and complete that the same way we did with this other side, and then I'll meet you back and show you how we're going to attach our other hexagons, and then yeah, we give our top a very nice edging and we'll be done with it. See ya. So I went ahead and completed my top, I mean the other side that was remaining, and this is what I have. I weaved in my ends as well so that I can show you guys clearly what next we're going to be working on. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to attach the other pieces that we made, these 2. So what you're going to do is we're going to join these together here, and we have to do this on the wrong side. So this is the right side for both sides and this is the wrong side. So you're going to attach your yarn here in the corners. So insert your hook and grab the yarn that you're going to use for that part. Then start joining. You can either use a needle or you can use any stitch that you want to use for this part. I'm going to use slip stitches. So you're going to go in between both sides like this, and then slip stitch. Then when you get to the chain 1 space, you're going to place there a slip stitch as well. And this is going to be the last one. So you're going to go between this was the chain 2 space. So go in between that stitch and the next one, and you're going to slip stitch, chain 1, and then you can cut the yarn. and at the end of it you should have something like this. Then you're going to grab the second piece and do the same thing. Once you're done with the joining of the neck part, this is how it should look. And now we're going to work on the edging. We're going to start from here and work around the whole top. Guys, we now have to work on the border of our top, and what you have to do is grab the yarn which you're going to use for the border and make a knot. And you're going to reattach the yarn in this space here next to the next to this piece that we made here. So reattach your yarn, chain 1 to secure it, then chain 4, 1 2 3 4, and then what you'll do is go back in that same space and make a slip stitch like that. And then you're going to do the same thing into the next. Chain 4, 1 2 3 4, and into that same space you're going to make a slip stitch. So that is giving you this simple design. So into the next you're going to make a single crochet and then chain 4 and make a slip stitch into that same space, and that's what you're going to repeat. So that's the edging we are getting for this part. Single crochet into the next, chain 4 and then slip stitch there. So you're going to repeat that all the way around. You're going to do the same thing for this bottom part, and you're going to repeat it and get back up here around the neck area. I almost forgot to give you this one small detail. So once you get to this space here, what you're going to do is you're going to make a single crochet there and 2 more. So here in the corner we have made 3 single crochets, and then you're going to skip the next double crochet and make a single crochet into the next, and then you're going to make you're going to skip that next double crochet and make a single crochet into the next chain 1 space like that, and then skip the next double crochet, make a single crochet into the next space, like on top of the next double crochet, then skip the next, skip it and make a single crochet into the next chain 1 space, skip the next and repeat. And then you're going to end here with 3 single crochets in that same space. And what we have done here is what you're going to do on this other side, so that everything can match up. because this is the space where our straps are going to be passing. So like I said, for this bottom part, we are doing the same thing we did here. We are adding this edging that I really like. So after the 3 single crochets, you're going to chain 4 and then slip stitch in that same space like that, and then single crochet into the next space, chain 4 and slip stitch in that same space, single crochet into the next, chain 4 and slip stitch. So you're going to repeat that until you get back up here around the neck where we started off. So we are going to go ahead with the pattern, and I'll meet you back up, and then I'll show you how to work around this neck part. So I made my way back up here. As you can see, we are now going to work around this neckline, and here is what we're going to do. So you're going to slip stitch in that space, and this was the chain of 4. So what you're going to do is skip the next double crochet, skip the next double crochet and make a single crochet into the next, and then you're going to skip the next and make a single crochet into the chain 1 space. Then you're going to chain 4 and slip stitch in that space like that, and then you're going to skip the next double crochet and make a single crochet on top of the next, and then skip the next single crochet into the chain 1 space, and then chain 4 and slip stitch in that same space. Skip the next double crochet and make a single crochet into the next, and then single crochet into the next chain 2 space and chain 4 and then slip stitch in that same space. Then you're going to skip the next double crochet and single crochet into the next, and then skip the next and repeat. So that's the pattern for this neckline. You're going to repeat that until you get to the very end where we started off from, and I'll meet you there. So I'm working into my very last space here. So to end the row, you're simply going to make a slip stitch into the next space, then chain 1 and cut. And this is what you should have around the neck. I really like it. So we now have to add the straps, and our top will be done. So to add straps, what you're going to do is you're going to attach your straps on the 2 corners. So you're going to attach your strap here on this corner and on this corner for the neck part, and you do the same thing for this other side. So you're going to leave this other corner hanging there like that, and then you'll tie it behind around the neck. Okay, so I'm going to use that same color to make my strap. So make a knot, and then you're going to attach your yarn in the corner You can as well use this loop here, but I'm going to attach mine in the corner direct, like that. Then I'm going to chain 3, then yarn over, go back in that same space and make a double crochet like that, and then chain 1, 2, let's chain 4, turn your work and go between the stitches here and place there a double crochet, then chain 4, turn your work, yarn over and make a double crochet in between those 2 stitches, and you're going to repeat that until your strap is long enough to tie around the neck area. And you're going to make another strap for this side here, this upper part, and do the same for this other side as well, and then we shall crisscross them at the back and tie. So go ahead and attach your straps. So I ended up making 2 straps for the neckline, and I made 2 straps for this bottom part as well. I'm just going to crisscross them around for a better fitting, but for now guys, this is what I have, and I really love how this top looks. As you can see, this is the wrong side, but it also looks good to me. So what you're going to do is I'll cross this over to the next to the shell that's across, rather to that corner, and do the same with the other part, and then tie at the back. You'll know how to tie it. Now I put this in the wrong side, so this goes up here. So the neck part will be looking like this. This is the back, and this here is the front part. So for the back here, I'm still going to crisscross it and tie it to my liking. So you'll do the same with yours. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this tutorial for you all, and I hope you have enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like this tutorial, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn that notification bell on so that you don't miss any of my future tutorials. So for now, that's it for today. I'll see you all in my next video.